Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel in EOC, English Online Class, Million of Three, Mastering English. For this occasion, I'd like to tell you very interesting topic. It's about recount text. For this meeting, we will divide it into 4 categories. First is about the definition, and then the example. After that, we will go through the exercises, and the last is the pattern. First is about the definition. What is recount text? So, ladies and gentlemen, my beloved student, recount text itu adalah a text that tell you about the past event. Jadi yang namanya recount text itu menceritakan sesuatu yang telah lalu. Karena itu menceritakan sesuatu yang telah lalu, maka menggunakannya verb 2. Oke, good. Pakainya verb 2 nih, simple past tense. Karena sudah tahu, kita langsung ke contohnya saja ya. Good.
Earthquake. Let me remind you of my experience during an earthquake last week. When the earthquake happened, I was in my car. I was driving home from my vacation to Bali. Suddenly, my car lunged to one side, to the left. I thought I got a flat tire. I did not know that it was an earthquake. I knew it was an earthquake when I saw some telephone and electricity poles falling to the ground, like matchstick. Then I saw a lot of rock tumbling across the road. I was trapped by the rock, and I could not move my car at all. There were rocks everywhere. There was nothing I could do but left the car and walk along the way to my house in the town. When I reached my town, I was so surprised that there was almost nothing left. The earthquake brought a lot of damage to my town. However, I thank God that nobody was seriously injured.
Oke, mari kita artikan ya. Let me remind you. Izinkan saya mengingatkanmu tentang pengalamanku, my experience during an earthquake last week. Selama terjadi gempa bumi minggu kemarin. Minggu kemarin lampau, maka pakainya verb 2. Oke, good. When the earthquake happened, ketika gempa bumi itu terjadi, I was in my car. Saya di dalam mobil. I was driving home. Saya lagi nyetir nih from vacation to Bali. Jadi dari liburan ke Bali. Ya mau pulang ke rumah. Suddenly, my car lunged to one side. Tiba-tiba, apa nih? Mobilnya itu terlempar ke arah kiri. I thought I got a flat tire. Dia berpikir, saya kira itu ban saya pecah gitu kan. I didn't know, saya tidak tahu bahwa it was an earthquake. Itu adalah gempa bumi. I knew it was an earthquake. Aku tahu nih kalau itu tuh gempa bumi when I saw some telephone and electricity pole fall into the ground. Saya tahu kalau itu gempa bumi ketika aku melihat beberapa tiang telepon dan tiang listrik itu pada berjatuhan gitu ke tanah. Selanjutnya, then I saw a lot of rock trembling, dan saya melihat banyak batu yang trembling, gelundung. What the meaning of gelundung? Maksudnya bergetar, bergerak across the rock. I was trapped by the rock. Jadi saya itu kejebak oleh batu besar gitu kan. And I couldn't move my car at all, dan saya tidak bisa menggerakkan mobil saya sama sekali gitu. There were rock everywhere, di mana-mana ada batu. There was nothing I could do. Tidak ada yang bisa aku lakukan. But left the car. Jadi tidak ada sesuatu yang dia bisa lakukan kecuali meninggalkan mobilnya and walk along. Dan jalan to the way kemana? And walk along the way to my house in town. Dan jalan menuju ke rumahnya yang ada di kota. When I reach my town, ketika saya sampai, si writernya itu sampai ke kotanya gitu kan, I was so surprised. Aku kaget banget that there was almost nothing left. Bahwa di sana tuh nggak ada tersisa apa-apa gitu, nyaris nggak ada sisanya. The earthquake brought a lot of damage to my town. Jadi si gempa bumi itu benar-benar membawa kerusakan ke di kotanya seperti itu. However, meskipun demikian, I thank God that nobody was serious injured. Tapi bagaimanapun juga saya bersyukur banget karena tidak ada yang terluka parah. Oke. Jadi itu teman-teman ceritanya. si penulis menceritakan tentang pengalamannya saat pulang liburan. And then we will go to the true false exercises. Jadi pada kesempatan kali ini kita langsung lanjut ke latihan soal. Ini bukan latihan soal ABC seperti biasa, tapi latihan soal benar atau salah dari pernyataan berikut ini. Oke, mari kita lihat ya. Kalimat pertama teman-teman. The earthquake happened when the writer was driving to Bali. Benar atau salah nih? The earthquake happened when the writer was driving to Bali. Gempa buminya terjadi ketika si penulis mengendari mobil ke Bali. Benar atau salah? Betul ngawur. Salah. Jadi kejadian ini terjadi ketika si penulis itu baru pulang liburan dari Bali mau ke rumah. Jadi pernyataan ini adalah salah. Okay, good. Number 2. The writer got a flat tire during the earthquake. Penulisnya banyak pecah saat terjadi gempa bumi. Benar atau salah ya? Benar atau salah? Salah. Good. Sekarang nomor 3. Nomor 3 teman-teman. The writer's car was captured by the rock. The writer cars, mobilnya si penulis ini terperangkap oleh batu. Benar apa salah tadi? Iya, 100, luar biasa. Betul. Nah, betul, luar biasa, 100. Selanjutnya number 4, the writer arrived at home by walk. Si penulis sampai ke rumahnya dengan berjalan kaki. Benar atau salah ya? Dan good, betul. Yang terakhir teman-teman, there was almost nothing left after the earthquake and many people injured seriously. Saya ulangi, there was almost nothing left after the earthquake and many people injured seriously. Benar apa salah itu pernyataannya? Bahwa semuanya ketika si penulis sampai di rumahnya hampir nyaris tidak yang tersisa dan banyak orang yang terluka-luka parah. Benar atau salah? Dan iya, betul, salah. Jadi tadi si penulis menceritakan memang nyaris tidak ada yang tersisa, tapi alhamdulillahnya kan tidak ada yang terluka gitu kan. Oke, good. Nah, sekarang teman-teman kita akan melanjutkan patternnya seperti yang sudah saya jadikan. Jadi untuk membuat recontext ini teman-teman ada beberapa pattern skema yang harus diikuti. Yang pertama ada 3 teman-teman. Apa saja itu? Oke, good. First is orientation. Pertama itu orientation, perkenalan dulu. Kejadiannya kapan, di mana, kayak gitu, itu namanya orientation. Selanjutnya ada series of event. Kejadiannya apa aja? Yang pertama misalkan naik mobil kayak tadi kan, habis itu mobilnya kebanting ke arah kiri gitu. Nah selanjutnya Misui sudah menyiapkan contoh-contoh recontext menceritakan tentang masa lalu pada film. Check this one out, coba kita lihat ya.
Hang on! We like to go fast.
I like fast.
Whoa! Get your feet down. This is fresh lacquer. Seriously, were you raised in a barn?
No, I was raised in a castle.
So, tell me, what made the queen go all ice crazy?
Oh, well, it was all my fault. I got engaged, but then she freaked out because I'd only just met him, that day, and she said she wouldn't bless the marriage.
Wait, you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
Yeah, anyway, I got mad, and so she got mad, and then she tried to walk away, and I grabbed her glove.
Hang on! You mean to tell me you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
Yes, pay attention. But the thing is, she wore the gloves all the time, so I just thought maybe she has a thing about dirt.
Didn't your parents ever warn you about strangers?
Yes, they did.
Jadi teman-teman yang harus diingat apabila kita mencoba bercerita tentang masa lampau, kemudian kita menuliskannya dan menjadi sebuah tulisan, Itulah yang disebut recount text. Pertanyaannya muncul, boleh nggak Miss kita bercerita tentang masa lampau tapi nggak ditulis? Ya boleh banget lah. Contohnya, misalkan saat kita curhat ke teman, itu kan berarti cerita tentang masa lampau kan? Seperti di contoh film ini, posisinya juga sama, Anna curhat ke Christoph. Si Anna curhat kalau kakaknya nggak setuju jika dia bertunangan. Coba deh perhatian verb yang digunakan.
Hang on. You mean to tell me you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
Kalau teman-teman perhatikan, Christoph itu pakainya got. You mean to tell me you got engaged? Ingat ya, itu pakainya got, itu menunjukkan verb 2.
Hang on. You mean to tell me you got engaged to someone you just met that day?
Di video berikutnya, Anna menggunakan wore. She wore the gloves all the time. Jika diperhatikan, wore di situ adalah verb 2 dari wear, memakai.
But the thing is, she wore the gloves all the time. So I just thought maybe she has a thing about dirt.
Jadi, garis besarnya, jika kita ingin menceritakan sesuatu yang telah lampau, maka kita harus menggunakan verb 2.
Catch 'em all.